Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Golf After Hours. I'm your host, Mike Ratchman. You're watching us live on the Texas Golf Insider Network. The Fixer, Dave Roberts, will join us here right after the break. Folks, got a great show again for you tonight. Our guests tonight are Ray Baldwin. He's the accounts manager for SaniSafe Products, a San Antonio-based company selling safety and organizational products for golf courses. Got some really unique things that are going on, especially one that he's got going on the practice facility. So you want to stick around for that. Old friend of ours, Doug Fipps, a head professional at Double J Ranch Golf Club, will join us here right after the turn. And of course, we'll recap the USA Ryder Cup loss. So, man, we got a lot to talk about. I can't wait to get to Dave here. So, we're going to get right to it right after the break. Hey, this will take your opinion. But you know your routine. Grab yourself your favorite cocktail. Stick around. It's Golf After Hours. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman. I said Dave Roberts, the fixer, was going to join us, as he's done for more than nearly 2 decades. What's going on, Gravy?
Hey, how are you today? Hey, I noticed you're wearing yellow. Must have went to the European team, huh?
Well,
Uh-huh.
cheers to the European team. Congratulations to the ass whipping that they have given the USA team.
We only lost
And
by 2 points. What's the bad slipping?
it was considered an ass whipping. I mean, and the first 2 days were just brutal to watch. I mean, it was kind of pathetic, but I'm going to give you. I was working in the afternoon, and the whole day got my attention. The 18th hole was like magic for a while. Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yes, it was, and it could have been a little bit more magic. We had a couple more putts made, but it didn't happen. And we said it was going to be close, and you know,
Yeah,
it
listen.
was the second day was exciting, and or the third day, but the first 2 days is typical American golf, as we mentioned before. Europe is a team, and USA is a team of individuals, and it really showed on the first 2 days.
Dave, I would say, maybe kind of go along with you, but I can't do it. Only because I'll swear, 20 putts within 10 feet that they could have made. And we're talking 5 footers as well on both the first and second day. So, I just can't do it, man. It was in Scotty Scheffler was awful. There wasn't anybody that you can pick out of day 1 and 2 that you can say that they did anything worthwhile, other than maybe a couple drives. And their short game was amazing. He just couldn't make a putt.
Right, and that was the whole thing of the Ryder Cup. But every time we did stick it close, the Europeans stuck it closer, and that puts a little, you know, that just hurts a little bit. But it is all about putting, and we mentioned it last week. Europeans during the Ryder Cup always make a lot of putts, and you've got to expect that. But to leave them short time after time again, or not even close, not even hitting the hole, that's these guys are professionals. They should at least be touching the hole, touching the rim. But
Yeah.
again, the first 2 days, those formats are not in the favor of the U.S. So if you go away with a split or a little bit behind, and we had our chances, but faltered at the end, um, the
We
afternoon,
def
and then,
I agree
then
with you,
day
Dave.
two. Um, but it is what it is, and it's going to be a tough when we go to Ireland in a couple of
Oh,
years. And so home field advantage is no longer home field advantage.
Dave, I looked at the pairings. I called the first pairing last week.
Uh huh. You
I
sure
got a
did.
text from Art. out in at Bethpage, and he said, "Ratch, nice call." And I said, "Well, man, but that turned out to be crap." I mean, they got their butts whipped.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
couldn't
and
make a
I
putt. They
thought,
couldn't keep it on the green. I mean, and it is what it is. I mean, yeah, it's golf, and that's why we play. And again, for so long we play as individualists, and then you go to team, and then our team is just not a. It's not gelling. It just never does. I mean, it's not like in the olden days when we were, the teams were gelling. And I think now, with this being said, okay, let's get rid of some of the older guys and let's bring some of the new fearless guys in, and let's give it a shot. I mean, what do we else and lose another cup? I mean, and it wasn't bad at the end of the day, 15-13. That just shows you that anything can happen on the last day, because everybody had already written it off, and it was very, very close, and it could have been. I mean, you take the envelope rule, which is the biggest crap rule in the world. You know, if I was here's I showed up the first tee, he didn't, I get the point. As soon as I hit my first ball, that match should have been over. We should have had a point, not this half point crap. And then you take a can't make a putt. Okay, so there's 1.5 points right there. If you flip that around, that last day we end up winning the cup, even after the
yeah,
debacle on
hey,
day one
listen,
and two.
I was like, hold on, we have some opportunities, and then we blew those.
Yeah,
And Burns, who was the putter of the year, I mean, he was number one in putting. He couldn't make a 10-footer. He
well,
could not
maybe we
make
need
a.
to pay them an extra 160,000 next time, and they'll putt better. I guess they putt for the dough. They just don't putt for the show. So
Did they get paid?
they get paid.
They should give it back.
Yes, they should. Why do you think those $20 Michelob Ultras, man?
All
Somebody's got to
right.
pay for that,
And along with the embarrassment came, you and I are big fans, like when we're up in Arizona and we get to see some of the most spectacular fans that are out there. Um, I got to admit, when I was watching, I was embarrassed for New York fans. I
Well,
mean,
it,
it
it, it
was, it
it's
was,
New
it,
York, first of all.
yeah, but it was the folks in Arizona know when to do it and when not to do it, when to do
Right.
it, when not to do it. New York fans just rude as shit. I mean, it was just awful. And
Well, it started
I,
with the comedian, the MC chick that had to resign. I
he's
mean,
not that funny.
yeah, first of all, yeah, she's not really that funny. But second of all, then she's, they're singing a Rory song that we can't say on the air. I mean, come on, man. Let's have some class there. This is the PGA
Yep.
of America and the European PGA. But, we talked about New Yorkers are obnoxious. Um, you put a little alcohol in, they're double obnoxious. You lose by about 8 points after the first 2 days, you're really obnoxious. I think if the Americans were actually in the matches after the first set or the second set on the first day, maybe they had acted a little different. But then they got, well, let's just piss them off and see if and it didn't work. I mean, it didn't work. And,
Yeah.
going over the top, throwing a beer at Rory's wife. And, I love the classic moment, when Rory told the guy to F off. I think that's Ryder Cup classic right there.
They
Because that's
got
what you
to.
and I would do, because we tell that to each other while we're playing. So guess what? That was kind of cool to see that. But yeah, and Shane Laurie, harassing him, and he ended up getting that one guy who was just, I mean, the guy was getting too personal. You don't have to do that. You can yell, you can scream, you can
Yep.
be the 16th at the TPC in Phoenix, at Scottsdale. You can do all that, but when it's time to shut up, and that Bubba Booey stuff and all that other crap that they were yelling. Come on, man, we're better than that.
Well, obviously we're not. I
No,
mean,
no, New York, New York. If
yeah.
if that happened here, we'll find out when it's in Minnesota in 4 years. But it's New
Well,
York.
Minnesota's got a little bit more class, man. I don't see any of that stuff happening up in Minnesota. So does Bethpage get that back? I'm not sure. Hey, so I know it's been talked about that Bradley didn't set up the course very well.
He set it up marvelous. He set it up for
I
TV.
thought he did too. I
The
mean,
See, they're trying to find excuses. You want to know an excuse? Here's your excuse, because you're going to ask this in the next question. But here's your excuse. The number one guy in the world has the worst Ryder Cup. The dude lost all 4 of his team matches, but he did barely win his singles match. Okay, if he wins 1 or 2 or halves, he's number 1 in the freaking world.
yep.
I mean, this is a different Ryder Cup, okay? But Scotty couldn't break an egg. He couldn't keep it on the planet. Maybe he needed to get arrested and then do some push-ups and come back or something. I don't know. But Scotty did not look like the number 1
Nope.
player in the world. He looked like the number 125 trying to get his card.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, he couldn't make a putt, and he had a ton of opportunities. His short game was amazing. His putter was worth a crap.
You know, it's really funny as you asked about the course setup. Well, when the Americans are missing that generous of a fairway, I can't hit a green. It had nothing to do with the course setup. It was poor play all the way around.
Well, and here's what the big stink was, is he widened the fairway, shortened the rough, and that took a big bite out of how Bethpage really plays. Because what had happened is that all the people that are from New York who played Bethpage before looked at it and goes, hell, I can play this course.
Right, but I come to watch birdies at $750 a ticket. I'm not there to see bogeys. I'm there to see some birdies, some excitement. And if you made it as tough in a course rating of 78, then you're not going to see that. And we might as well just watch the U.S. Open all over again.
No, I want it to be tough as hell. I want it to have a bite where they really are exhausted by day 3. And I think if he would have just left it alone, he would have been just fine.
Well, it's not just Keegan. There is a committee.
Well,
so
no, that was his. That was his.
Furyk and all them had a say in it too.
No, but he had the final, so you got to put it on him, and he accepted that. And I'm good with that as well. But why he would leave it wide open to some of the bombers for Europe, I have not a clue. But he did it. But here's the deal, and we got like 30 seconds. If you were to put the blame on anybody for this loss, would you put it on Keaton or would you put it on the players?
The players, especially
Okay.
Scotty Scheffler.
Yep, I would put that on.
Dude, when you are 2-6-2 in your Ryder Cup career, and you're the world number 1, oh my gosh.
Okay, with that being said, we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we got a special guest. Stick around. So if you haven't got yourself a colon, do it now. Golf After Hours. We are coming right back.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vc.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comel River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Texas's best-kept secret, award-winning golf just south of Houston. The Wilderness Golf Club at Lake Jackson has established itself as one of the top 5 places to play in Texas. A majestic piece of pristine property, complete with 18 holes of naturally rolling terrain, nestled in the wetlands area of Lake Jackson. With the small-town atmosphere and the big city accommodations, the Wilderness is a must-play experience. Book your tee time at thewildernessgc.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here, Dave Roberts. We have a special guest we're going to get to in just a minute. Hey, folks, listen, if you are thinking about buying a piece of property and you want to run the top-notch golf course, I got a place you need to check. Blanco, Texas. And the premier golf course is Valor Creek Golf Club. It's quite the community. Dave and I have watched it grow from a 9-hole golf course to an unbelievable place to live. And if you think it's not worth going out there, they're going to make it worth your while. If you go out there and take the tour, which takes about 45 minutes to an hour, they're going to give you a free round of golf that you can go play Valor Creek. 2 free rounds of golf that you get to go play. And anytime, closing cart, holiday, doesn't make any difference. You can use it at any time. But I got a funny hunch when you get out there, you're going to like this place. You're going to like the people that live out there. You're going to like the people that are going to show you around. And you're definitely going to like the golf club. I would suggest you call 830-833-2266. And they're open 6 days a week. So check it out. And listen, you can also get this online at the TexasGolfInsider.com, but you got to have the coupon. So make sure you got the coupon when you make sure you get out there and you want to take that tour. It's 830-833-2266. I think you're going to like it. And we got a special guest who's been on here before, Ray Baldwin with SaniSafe Products. And he's got a couple cool products that they sell that is kind of cool when it comes to, capabilities of producing tee markers, some storage stuff for what maybe a golf course might need to store away. But he'll tell you all about it. Ray, welcome to the show again.
Thanks, Mike. Good to be back. Appreciate you having me on as always. Good conversations. That's what it's all about, right? So the reason we all started together, this venture together, is with our range dividers, the range dividers
Right.
by SaniSafe. And it kind of had a interesting beginning, and it's taken off. We started this fourth quarter of 2024.
Right.
And since then, we have put it on top of the list, made it a priority. So we've been doing a lot of grassroots campaigning for it. And of course, we are with you on your publication. So it's gaining some good momentum. And we are looking forward and anticipating, especially with the items that are on the agenda here in the next couple of weeks, to really get this item moving. And of course, once we get it out, that's the key. We get the exposure and word spreads, and it's not an item that's, everyone can see, but within the golf community, the word seems to be spreading, which we're grateful for.
Well, I came in contact with one of your products, just not knowing, out at the Hyatt Hill Country. I thought that was very cool, the way you had the range dividers. And then when we finally met and got to talk, it brings class. And y'all are, the website says, innovators in plastic. And I think that is like so cool. But is it catching on? Because it looks classy, and you think it's better than a chunk of wood or something that some people put out there, or some just put, those faded balls on there. When you have the range dividers, it adds just a little class to it.
The interesting part on that, Dave, is that I can email someone the information, the specs, the guidelines, show them a picture. When I go visit them with a sample of the actual divider, that's where the light bulb goes on. And when they touch it, feel it, see it, the printing is all custom to their particular logos. And it changes the interest level when they actually put it in their hands and can see it.
Well, I think the deal is the hardest part is getting in front of someone, Ray. That has always been the hard part. to get out there and show somebody. When I was first starting and nobody was returning my phone calls, I just showed up. I just got to the point where I was like, okay, hey, listen, I know you guys are really busy, but I think you need to see what I'm doing. And you're right. It goes back to you got to put it in front of them, you know, to have them take a look. And I think once they take a look at your product, do you have a product with you?
I do. Yes, I have one back here.
Yeah, let us take a look at it.
And folks, as you can see on the screen as well, his range divider that has logos on it. There you go. There's the one I saw. That's the one that is pretty awesome right there.
That really is awesome, and those are dividers, for on your practice facility. It just looks classy. I think you guys got something really nice there, Ray. I said from the very beginning, it's simple.
Yes.
And you know how hard it is to find simple. Not easy nowadays, Ray.
Yeah, exactly. And what's nice about this is that the end result is consistent. It's such a simple process that we've got it down to a science. And last week I shipped a bunch of them out to Colorado.
Nice.
Without even sending them a sample, because I felt confident enough that once they get it, they're going to like it. So it's an easy process. We're a plastic manufacturer, fabricator by trade. So we get good deals on the sheets of plastic. We get the sheets, we cut them to order, depending on how many a given property wants. And we cut them. We get their vector file, their logo, their club logo, or whatever they want to put on it. We get that. We send it to the printer on a flat piece. And then when the printing is done, the printing process is finished, we bring it back to the shop. We bend it, pack it, and ship it. Or around here, Bexar County, San Antonio, I've been delivering. That's part of my program, is to make sure that when I get involved with someone from the very beginning, that I want to be able to put it in their hands, let them review it and see it and approve it.
Well, you do the range divider, and that is so fantastic, because in this high tech world, we still need to have high touch. We still got to shake hands, kiss babies, and things like that. But you also have other things too, like the capabilities of yardage markers, directional signs. It's just not those range dividers.
Correct. We are probably 3/4 of our work at the company are custom items. So if someone comes to us with an idea, be it a sign, a marker, directional, we can get together and figure out what they want, get our design department with their interest, feedback, create something on paper, and then process it from there. So yes, anything custom. Our inventory is very small because we do so much custom work. So we're open to any ideas and welcome the idea of the old saying, turn an idea into a product.
Well, I think you've done that, right? You took an idea. Now, I can't remember, and I'm sure we spoke about this before, but I'm getting older.
Wait till you get my age.
Oh, your age, hell. Hey.
We're all in this together.
All right.
I just used a lot of oil of Olay. That's all. That's what it was.
He's actually 84 years old.
Yeah. Well, I remember 1984 vividly.
So Ray, hey, listen, who come up with the idea? Was it you or someone in your company that came up with the idea? And how did it form? And then you got to take it to your owners and go, got this idea. Tell me what you think.
Yes, last fall, November, December, Silverhorn Golf Club, through a connection, asked us to come up with an item that would show definition for a player's spot on the driving range. That's all they said. And what do you, and we talked back and forth, reviewed some ideas, had a couple of different options. We even came up with the material was even in question. So I worked with Silverhorn on a trial basis. And then when we finally came up with it, basic triangular piece that sits, doesn't press down on the turf, which was something that they liked. The surface space was minimal, easy to pick up when they're mowing or easy to clean. So we took it to them and they liked it. So we produced some as a kind of a trial prototype, and then they were using it for about 2 weeks. And I don't want to dwell too much on this, but we used the wrong material, and they were the dividers were vulnerable to breakage, cracking. They called me up. I went back to visit with them, and I was very grateful for their patience that they even gave me a second chance. We went back to the drawing board, came up with a different material, thicker material, and took another batch out to them. And they said, Ray, this is it. This is what we want. So it kind of took off from there. And the owner at SaniSafe, in one of our Friday sales meeting, challenged me. He said, Ray, this seems like something that might go. I'm going to leave it with you and run with it. So we've been running with it. And gosh, it's been what, 7, 8 months now. And I think we're scratching the surface. We still have a ways to go.
Sure.
But what is rewarding is that once the people put it in place on their driving range, I mean, the reviews, the feedback are all very positive.
And that's good because sometimes they can get abused out on the driving range, not only from the weather, but from golfers who have no respect. But um, being a different now material, is it still as light as the prototype that you had?
It's a little bit heavier, but each one weighs just a hair under 3 pounds. So it's easy to stack because it's again a triangular stack, stack, stack. So they can move it, they can manage it, store it, whatever they have to do. It's a and even shipping. It's easy to pack and ship.
So I'm assuming now that you got this huge office on the fifth floor looking over the city
With a
of
glass
San
window
Antonio. You
corner
got a
suite.
workout center and stuff like that. I mean, this idea is it.
Yes, so far so good, and fingers crossed. And I have a an appointment with the city of San Antonio tomorrow to
Nice.
talk about their range on there on San Pedro and the rest of the courses that have driving ranges at throughout the Alamo City Golf Trail.
Would you be
And
meeting with Andrew Peterson?
no, I'm meeting with Javi and the director of golf for the city.
Nice. That's good to hear.
Uh,
Boy, that would be a great one for you guys.
well, we still have some discussion, but I'm grateful again for their interest. And this is the second conversation that we're having with them. And if I'm going to bring the samples, both of these, and share that with them and go through the history as well. But I'm hoping that we get in there and we're going to work with them, on pricing. We're flexible on that. And I certainly feel that if I can get the exposure within that Alamo City Golf Trail group, that would be a huge step for us.
Yep.
Agreed, because with all the thousands and thousands of rounds, all the eyeballs, there's going to be that one inquisitive person, whether he's running his own golf club or he has another thought or an idea, maybe because you do signage and other stuff. I mean, you just don't know where that's going to lead. So kudos for that. We wish you well on that.
Thank you. Thank you. And the other big step that we just recently accomplished was when I was at the PGA show in Frisco last summer. Ran into a lady from Colorado, from Aurora, who is the director of golf for the Colorado, director of marketing for the Colorado Golf Association. We talked and went back and forth email. One thing led to another. And that was part of the package that we shipped out last week to let them test it at their home course, Common Ground Golf Club in Aurora, which is the home course for the Colorado Golf Association. And fingers crossed that they should receive it tomorrow, maybe today, tomorrow, that can open up a whole new market within the CGA out in Colorado.
Well, Ray, good luck to you, man. We got about 20 seconds left. Give out a good phone number, give out a website people can go to, and see if we can draw some people your way.
The website would be www.sanisafeusa.com. There's a link, a page that gives all the specifications on the divider. And I'll give you my cell number. I mean, I am open and ready to go. 210-241-3054.
Well, Ray, we got to leave it right there, man. I appreciate you taking time out. Sounds like you got a little bit of momentum going, and that's a good thing. And of course, we'll catch up with you here real soon and see how things are going here in the next couple weeks or so. But anything else we can ever do for you, buddy, pick up the phone and give us a call.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you letting me on. And Dave, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Have a great rest
Take care,
of the week,
guys.
Ray. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Thank you. Good night.
Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to go out to Wimberley, find out what's going on with Devil J Golf Course. And we got an old friend coming on, Doug Fipps. We haven't seen in a real long time. If you haven't got the cocktail, man, it's still time to do that. Golf After Hours, we're coming right back.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comel River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
At Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, we love the game of golf just like you. We're here for golfers because we know golf like no one else. Since 1968, your local Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf has been the trusted partner on and off the course, providing reliable expertise you can count on. With over 60 years of experience and our legendary 90-day guarantee, we've always been here to help you get there. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.bcgc.golf. That's bcgc.golf.
At Paragon Casino Resort, the possibilities are endless when you play your way. Imagine your perfect getaway, the kind with non-stop thrills, your favorite entertainment, and a world of luxury. With everything you could possibly want, all at one place. You want it all? Stop imagining it and come get it. Only at Paragon Casino Resort in nearby Marksville. Come see the way Louisiana plays.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Mike Ratchman here. Dave Roberts, always here. We got a special guest. We haven't seen him in a
He's
long time.
special.
Doug Fipps, head professional at Double J Ranch Golf Club out in Wimberley. Doug, welcome to the show again, man. Been a while.
Thanks, Mike and Dave. It's glad to be back.
It's good to see you.
Good to see y'all guys. It's been a while.
Well, you know,
Yes, it has.
he dives in, he dives out. This time he dove back in, and we found out where the heck he was at. Actually, I was surprised when I called. Remember, Doug?
Yes, sir.
I was surprised, and I go, "What? You're kidding me? Let me talk to him." And there's where it goes. And it sounds like you landed in a pretty good spot again, Doug. You always find a way to do that. And it seems like there's a lot of things going on at Double J Ranch right now, man. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we got a lot of things going on right now. Big renovations. We just redid our greens and tees with the paspalum grass. Went well. We're about another 24, 25 days before we open up. We're looking to open up October the 26th, the Sunday. Go full blast. We're also in renovation of bunkers. Bunkers went well. We got those done. Got the new bunkers, Billy bunker system where the drainage drains out in the white sand, so it looks really good. It entices our new greens. We're also doing a renovation on the clubhouse, or actually it's called the event center. And the event center is going to be 5,519 square feet. Huge building. It's going to host our golf shop, restaurant, a bar, outside seating. Along with that, right next to it, we've got a 14,000 square foot putting green. So our superintendent GM is Russell Tippy. He's been busy for the last good 3 months. So it's going to be nice to get open and see people and get guys like y'all out here. And can't wait till we have y'all out and host y'all for a good day around the golf.
Well, we look forward to that.
Yep.
It's exciting to see it's going to be opening, the anticipation. So what kind of, aura are you creating with this now? I mean, a lot of people, hey, we're going to open, and then the product is more or less the same. What different this time besides like the event center?
Well, the overall golf course was built in 1973, so it's been here for a long time. The Black family had it for a while. It kind of got run down a little bit with new greens and new renovation. We're looking to, upgrade it really well. It's a good golf course. It's a old, short but tight golf course. Really doesn't fit my game at all, but really excited about this. I retired 5 years ago and came back to something I think that's going to be really great. The Gambino family, Joe and Jen, they're putting a lot of money into it, and it's going to be really exciting when we open back up.
Doug, I always liked the layout there. I mean, the layout was great. It was a lot of fun. It didn't, kick your ass most of the time. There was a couple holes that you really had to think about. And I think you got to play it a couple times to figure out what iron it is that you have to hit. There's a couple of shorter holes, dogleg right. I know you got one dogleg right that just always gets me. But it was always a fun track, and the greens were always in good shape when I was out there. Now, but that's all going to change. You got new greens.
New greens, that paspalum grass is pretty cool. It's
Yes.
on the coastals mostly. It likes the salt water, the fluent water,
Okay.
and that's what we have here is affluent water. So so far, since we've had it down, it's working really well, and excited to see what kind of play we're going to get out of it. Of course, it's going to take a good full year for it to grow back in and be real healthy and get a good air fying next year. We'll see a big difference then, but it's a big difference now.
Well, when I remember it, the last time I was out there, which was a million years ago, I remember that there's really not too many straight holes on the golf course. I remember there's a slider left and then a slider right. But the main thing is it's very short, but you just have to be accurate. It's like a regular golf course is when you and I and Ratchman were growing up, that you had to put some shots out there. It's not like some of these ones where you just blast it down there and go clean up the mess, right? You have to actually hit golf shots, and that's why I think Ratchman was talking about. I think he was talking about like hole number 5 or something, because that's a dog leg ride.
I
It's
like
short.
those kind of golf courses that don't beat
Well,
me
yeah,
up.
because
I'm that kind of guy.
Doug doesn't have to pay a tree trimming company anymore when you go out and play. That's why.
Exactly. And it is. There's a lot of dog leg lefts, a lot of dog leg rights. It's not, it's not one of the long ball hitters golf course. You really got to, maintain the fairway.
Yep.
But it is, Mike, you're right. It's a lot of fun to play. It's variations of different shots throughout the golf course. It's not just the same golf course every day that you just, same driver every hole. I mean, you got to think about what you're going to do on a lot of the shots, and then the undulations of the greens too really are different. Russell changed some of those up, and it's going to be pretty neat to see what happens.
With Wimberley and actually not just Wimberley, but all of Texas just blowing up. I think you're in an area that's really growing too, Doug. So you're probably going to see some memberships, and I think there's a time I think people think about, do I dump money into this? Do I continue to do what I'm doing? And I know it was a worn out golf course for a long time.
Correct.
And to have somebody step up as an owner that you have and said, let's make this something special, I think you're going to see a lot of people attracted to that area.
Yeah, I believe so too. It's pretty interesting to see what kind of rounds we had before we went to the renovations. We're doing somewhere around 190, 200 on the weekends. Now that we upgraded a little bit, we'll see where it goes. I'm really excited to see where it goes too, because I think it's going to be really good. We're in kind of a remote area. We're 45 minutes away from most other golf courses. Wimberley hosts a lot of different people coming in for the weekends. It's kind of like one of those destination places you go to for different weddings, and so we'll see a lot of golf rounds come that direction.
Well, it's a great getaway place. Wimberley is just, it's just there. You're away from the hustle and bustle of Austin, San Antonio, all the big cities. It's really quiet. But, I was taking a look at the memberships earlier today when I found out that you were coming on, and seeing that the Monday through Thursday, the full week individual, and you have couples. So you're spreading the wealth around, that if someone wants to be part of this, it's priced pretty right, is what I see.
Yeah, I think so. Now, those are kind of a little bit older rates, so we are going to go up a little bit on the rates, but it's not going to be drastic. But you're going to get more value for your money. We're going to have a really nice restaurant, full bar, a place that you want to come to when you get done playing golf. Go in and have a nice meal, or if you're in the area, you just come to have a good meal. I mean, that's one thing that we're looking for in Wimberley is have the locals come out and enjoy us, and not just golfers along with everybody else.
I think they've got it right. It's nice to break away from the city and go out and play. That's one thing I did enjoy, the times that I have come played out there. But I know your rates have changed too. What's your daily rates and what's your weekend rates?
So just went up today, actually. We
timing is everything.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the website yet, but it's going to be pretty close.
He knows I'm looking now.
Yeah, you caught on that one, Mike.
I'm going to evaluate this situation.
We are going to go to $90 on weekends and Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and holidays. It's green fee and cart, and then weekdays. I'm sorry, will be $69 plus tax.
Still great price. Price.
It's real reasonable. We also have senior rates Monday through Friday. We'll have our junior rates. We'll have our all-you-can-play rate. Everything went up just a little bit. It's not overboard, but it's a good start for what the Gambino family needs to do.
Okay, so we're in the elevator. I got 30 seconds, and you're going to tell me about the golf course and the signature hole. What would you say?
Well, we are going to change the golf course up a little bit. The original back 9 is behind the clubhouse. That's actually going to go our front 9. And when you come off of the old 18, you'll go to the old number 9, which is a par 3. That will become number 10. And then you'll finish on the number 8th hole. Mr. Gambino loves the 8-hole. I think it's a great finishing hole. We can't put our water feature in. That used to be a water feature there any longer, but we're going to come up with some ideas to make it a really good finishing hole. It's just a fun golf course. Looking for the signature hole, I would have to say number 18 will eventually be the signature hole.
Is that the one you birdied?
No, I have not birdied that one many off.
Not, so it's going to be like the Ryder Cup, man. I'm not going to be able to birdie this, baby.
Yeah, it's got a big tree right in the way. I hit the tree all the time.
Hey, Doug, real quick, man, can you give it out a website and a phone number? Anybody wants to check out what you got going on, and give us the date that they can start making tee times.
Sure, exactly. So our phone number is 512-847-9700. Website is www.doublejranchgolfclub.com. We are looking to open up October the 26th, which is a Sunday. We are going to have a kind of a grand opening, a little tournament. It's already full. We started out just some locals around, and then we did an email blast. Within an hour, we already had 132 players. So, but the start off is going to be Sunday, October 26th. You can make tee times on the website, online. Give us a call. We'd love to get you set up and get started playing.
Hey, Doug, it's good to see you again, man.
Yes,
thanks for
it
taking
is.
time out. I know with renovations and stuff like that's pretty busy days.
Yeah,
So,
it's been pretty fun. It's really fun. I grew in 2 different golf courses, so this is the 3rd one. So it's a little bit easier after the first 2.
let me ask you: is this looking like this may be the last one, or what final one?
This will be the last straw, I promise you.
Well, when you retired,
you don't have to promise
I
us.
thought that was the last one. So it's good. It's good to see you.
It took me a long time to get out of the retirement, but it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think you picked up the right spot to do it, Doug. And Dave and I'll make sure that when it starts getting opened up, we give you a call, come out and play and take a look at it.
We definitely want y'all to come out and try it for sure.
Okay. All right, buddy. Good to catch up with you. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll stay in touch.
You got it. Thanks, Mike and Dave. Appreciate all you've done for us.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Take
Doug.
it
We'll
easy,
see you
buddy.
soon.
Thank you.
Hey, folks, listen, we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, I think we're going to try to wrap this thing up. Don't go away, Golf After Hours. We'll be right back.
Our legacy began in 1968. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf has been your trusted golf shop for generations. From the early days to the present, we've been serving local golfers with excellent service and expertise. Our goal is to empower your journey with the best gear and advice in golf, all backed by our legendary 90-day guarantee. Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf is here to help you get there.
At Paragon Casino Resort, the possibilities are endless when you play your way. Imagine your perfect getaway, the kind with non-stop thrills, your favorite entertainment, and a world of luxury. With everything you could possibly want, all at one place. You want it all? Stop imagining it and come get it. Only at Paragon Casino Resort in nearby Marksville. Come see the way Louisiana plays.
Texas's best kept secret, award-winning golf just south of Houston. The Wilderness Golf Club at Lake Jackson has established itself as one of the top 5 places to play in Texas. A majestic piece of pristine property, complete with 18 holes of naturally rolling terrain, nestled in the wetlands area of Lake Jackson. With the small-town atmosphere and the big city accommodations, the Wilderness is a must-play experience. Book your tee time at thewildernessgc.com.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comel River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at Landa Park.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours. Dave Roberts here, Mike Ratchman. We're just about ready to wrap this thing up. I want to thank Doug Fipps for coming on in. I know with the renovations that he's going through, I can't wait till you and I need to stop on out. I can't play the rest of the year, but I can at least go drive out there and, kind of go around, watch maybe you guys.
Don't even say you're going to be the heckler. Come on, we had enough of that this last weekend.
No, I won't be the heckler, but I really like to be a part of stuff that is just getting off the ground again.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a phoenix, is what it is. It's just a rebirth, and what a better guy to have there. We've known Doug for like so many years,
Yeah.
and for him to pop back up, get into the scene of it, and take control. I mean, he only does things first class. And
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Those folks in Wimberley, they'll be blessed just to have him and the things that he brings to the table and all the years in the business. He's got that it, whatever it might be, he's got the it because he touches it, it turns to gold. He's the people's pro, right?
Well, I can tell you this.
Everybody loves him. I mean,
It took a lot to bring him back, so there's something going on.
there's got to
right
be a
there.
golden carrot right
Yeah,
there.
he's not coming back just to come back. I mean, it has to be something exciting, and it sounds like this is pretty exciting for him too.
And it
I
is,
mean,
but you got to
everything is-
remember, us golf pros, we were talking about that's people in the golf business, right? It's
Yeah.
just, oh, I'm going to retire. And there's always something, that next best something. And even though we have a retirement plus through the PGA, no. Because, as I said, we'd be 89 years old when we out
Yeah.
there trying to give a golf lesson because it's just in our blood.
Well, I think you found a pretty good spot. I really did.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait to go out and see it.
Oh, me too.
I mean, like I say, we played it before.
I've seen it
and-
before. Now I want to see it now.
Yeah, so it'll be sometime in November.
Those
while
past
they-
Palom greens are really going to be fantastic too. That's
Yeah.
a very good choice.
And it'll take them another year, before.
Yeah,
they
you
get
got to have
going.
the grow in to get maturity, and you got to get the roots on them. One good aeration. He'll probably have the way the humidity is around here. He'll probably have about a verticut or two, and like Adam talks about Valor Creek. You put that in there. About a week later, them puppies are soaring, and it's it's going to be great. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, listen, I want to thank Ray Baldwin too at SaniSafe. San Antonio, he's got some pretty cool products. And I really like his tee markers.
Yes.
His tee markers are something special. And I tell you what, I can see how this is going to catch on. And Alamo City Golf Trail come on, and next thing you know, every city is going to want to have some of those because he'll be highlighting them. So good luck to you with that, Ray. I know you got a meeting tomorrow. I'll stay in touch with what's going on. Hey, Dave, we probably got about another minute. Hey, I know there's a government shutdown right now, and everybody knows you travel around the world with the government. Is that going to affect you in any way? Or
It's not going to affect us or any of the golf courses. that or the bowling centers or anything like this. We're under what we call the MWR, and that's Morale, Welfare, and Recreation. It's a non-appropriated fund. That means Congress doesn't fund our golf courses, doesn't fund our bowling centers. The folks that, and that's a big, perception. People think that that they pay it. It was even on Knucklehead show one night. He's talking about why pay for all that. We don't. What we make is what we get to spend. So, folks, the next time you're going out there, you're thinking about it, and you're asking for that cheap rate, remember that cheap rate takes away from making the golf course better. Okay. And so that's what we're paid for. We're paid by the MWR for it. It's called non-appropriated funds, not appropriated by any of the folks in Congress. So as the government is partial shutdown for the GS employees, what we call NHs, us NAP employees are rocking it, and all of our golf courses are open. All of our bowling centers, our outdoor recs, they're all open, and we're here to serve you because at Air Force Golf, we change lives one swing at a time.
Well, I've been hearing that one, and that's the truth. Hey, folks, listen, I want to thank everybody for always joining us and always passing on and watching us throughout the week, sharing the way you do. And I have not told Dave this, but the surprise is we have now hit the 1 million view on our podcast for the year, which is right on track. We've been doing some back-to-back stuff here, Dave, for quite a while, and I think people are catching on and watching. Our interviews are booked almost to the end of the year, which everybody wants to come on, and we're enjoying it more now than ever before. So, but we couldn't do without you guys passing it on. And I always want to thank my good buddy Dave Roberts, the Fixer. He's here every week. We've been doing this for such a long time. Big Dog, Professor Johnny G with GA Media for powering up our podcast every Wednesday. And again,
and don't forget, stop, Mike Ratchman, the Mixer, right?
The Mixer and the Fixer.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, I know how to do that one. I can do that.
Yes, you can. We thank you for coming in and every week putting it all together. The interviews. I mean, I remember when we first started 19 years ago. We were pretty rough together. Now we're just two shoes with one sole, and
right.
It just we rock and roll it, and it's fun. And I wouldn't have anybody else to spend the last 19 years with except you. I mean, you're pretty awesome,
buddy. I don't think it wouldn't have worked with anybody else, and we're still doing it after all these years. And
can you believe February starts our 20th season? Oh my God!
Yeah,
we're older than a Curtis Mathis warranty, and only you old people know who Curtis Mathis is.
It used to be a business that used to be a business, right?
Yes, it did. Right.
And so, folks, hey, listen, keep on doing what you're doing. And as long as you guys keep doing that, Dave and I are going to be back every Wednesday night. So we'll see you next Wednesday. Rain or shine.
Book your tea time.
Have a great rest of the week, people. See you soon.
I'm part of the Water Boys now.
I'm confined to water myself. I don't know what that hat's all about.